Look at the world around you. Most people are moving. They're busy. They're chasing. But they're also grazing. They live in a state of constant, low-level fear. Always looking over their shoulder. Always worried about who might take their spot. Who might get the promotion. Who might steal their idea. They live like prey. They survive by fitting in, by following the herd, by hoping they aren't the one who gets picked off today. Now look at this. The lion. The apex predator. No fear. No frantic energy. Just calm, unwavering focus. The lion doesn't graze. The lion doesn't look over its shoulder. The lion doesn't wait for permission. It moves with purpose. It knows its worth. It knows its place. And that place is at the top. Today, we're not talking about working hard. We're talking about changing who you are, fundamentally. We're talking about stripping away the fear and adopting the lion mentality. The first step to adopting the lion mentality is taking absolute ownership of your territory. And your primary territory isn't your job or your bank account. It's your mind. Most people allow every stray thought, every piece of gossip, every fear-mongering news headline to roam free in their mental space. They give rent-free access to doubt and negativity. That is the mentality of a scavenger, not a king. The lion guards its territory fiercely. You need to guard your mind the same way. You need to establish boundaries. You need to decide what thoughts are allowed to stay and what thoughts need to be chased out immediately. The lion mentality says, "My mind is the headquarters of my empire, and only positive, powerful thoughts are permitted here." If you don't control your mind, you'll spend your whole life being controlled by the fear of others. You'll notice the lion isn't frantic. It doesn't rush. It doesn't panic. It moves with calm focus. Most people mistake stress and busyness for productivity. They run around like headless chickens, confusing motion with movement. The lion knows that energy must be conserved and deployed with precision. The lion mentality is about intentionality. It's about taking the time to assess the situation, eliminate the distractions, and then moving with unshakable confidence. When you move, you commit 100%. No half measures. No hedging your bets. You don't try, you do. This level of commitment is what separates the predator from the prey. When you know your target, you don't get distracted by the noise. You just move. One of the most common traps people fall into is waiting for permission, waiting for validation, waiting for the right time, the right certification, the right person to tell them they're good enough. That's the mentality of the meek. The lion doesn't stand at the edge of the savannah and wait for the zebras to give it permission to hunt. It simply takes what it needs. You are the king or queen of your own life. You do not need a committee to approve your dreams. You do not need a panel of judges to validate your worth. The moment you decide you are worthy, the world will have no choice but to agree. The lion mentality means dropping the "should I" and replacing it with the "I will." Stop seeking approval. Start seeking results. Your actions will speak louder than any permission slip. The choice is yours. You can live your life grazing, looking over your shoulder, constantly afraid of the competition. Or you can take ownership of your mind, move with calm, fierce focus, and decide to sit where you belong. At the top, it's time to stop waiting and start taking. What is one area of your life where you need to stop grazing and start hunting? Share your commitment in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and roar.